Adventure Video 2005. It's the first week of November, and I've just driven 575 miles out of Los Angeles. I'm in the city of Escalante, Utah, headed out to Coyote Gulch, and we'll see what happens. Alright, I just pulled off the main road, and now I'm on Hole in the Rock Road. I'm going to be on this gravel track for 43 miles before I'm going to turn on to another little Jeep road to get back to where I need to go. Still on Hole in the Rock Road. The road's getting a little bit rougher, but we're about halfway there. Alright, after the long bumpy ride, I am finally at 40 Mile Ridge, where I get to get off onto the side road now and head back into the heart of the canyons back there. Now I'm on the sandy portion of the road. Oh, it feels like I'm going through snowdrifts. Actually calms the bumps down a little bit, but it is deep sand. Just the trick is to keep driving fast so you don't get stuck. It's not too much farther now. All right, we made it. The Jeep and I have successfully made it all the way to the 40 Mile Ridge trailhead. With lots of canyon country out there in front of us. Hey, look, Mr. Shadow says hello. He'll be joining us on this hike. Okay, so this is where we're starting. We're headed off to the horizon. You're gonna see a slight crack in the canyons. That's where we'll go down into Coyote Gulch. Hopefully we'll just probably get to the rim tonight and set up camp before we dive in. All right. I finally hit the trail. It's time to start walking. Sun's going down. It's 5 before 5, and time to get down to the Coyote Gulch. Let's go. Sun is already going down, and I'm still slogging through the sand dune of this trail. The rim of the canyon is still quite a ways over there. Sun is definitely down now. Going through the slick rock, a couple pools here. Now it's just a matter of following these little cairns across the slick rock as we wind our way to the canyon. I've arrived at the edge of the canyon, and I think I might just call this home for tonight. Got here just in time before it got too dark. I can see canyon over here. If you look really closely, you can see Stevens Arch. Whoa, right there. All right. With that, I'm signing off for day one. Peace. Getting ready to cook up a little feast. Got some packaged tuna ready to go, and some cup of noodles, and of course, can't live without the Cliff Bar. So, day one coming to an end. Everything's great. Can't see another light anywhere in any direction. It's great. Yay! Look at that. That's a meal right there. Alright, day two is here. Cloudy day. Last night was chilly but not cold. Now with the daylight I can see what my camp really looks like. It's pretty nice, right on the edge of the canyon, as I knew last night, but it was pretty dark, so now I can see everything. And now I'm looking for a crack inside of this canyon to find my way down. Based on the footprints through the sand, I'm guessing it's right over there in that jumble of rocks. Possibly right there in the center. So I'm off to find that. After that, it's down to Coyote Gulch. All right, have fun. Okay, we are finally at the crack in the wall, entrance to access to the lower canyon. It doesn't look too difficult. My only concern is getting through with the big pack. So it's going to be a tight squeeze down through the crack before opening up into the sand dune and the canyon. I have to do this in 2 trips. I already went down with the pack, which was quite difficult. Now we'll see if it's any easier while operating the camera. This is about an 8-foot drop here. Whoa! But luckily you can wedge yourself in the crack and just kind of shimmy down like that. Okay. And you have a slight reprieve from the crack. And the crack continues. Alright. I am 2/3 of the way down through the crack in the wall, crack in the rock. And it's proven to be much more difficult than expected because I basically have to carry my pack through like this. So, let's see if I can rope it up and toss it off this edge here at 15 feet down, and I can loop back and get it later. Don't know how I'll get back up, but I'll worry about that in 2 days. Here we go with the tricky part of the operation. Lugging a 50-pound bag down the side of a hill. Okay. And no, it's not attached to me, so. It's tipping a little going down. Oh, come on. All right. For clarification, I will have no problem getting back up. Just means I have to carry the pack through the crack, which will be a lot of work. Not that bad. I am down off the ridge and ready to begin my descent down in the sand dune, which should be a lot faster going. Alright, I'm about halfway down the sand dune. It's hard to believe, but I'm pretty sure where I camped last night was right up there on that rim, which is crazy because it's only like 150 feet above me, but it's taken me almost 2 hours this morning to get to this point. Just the first time we can finally see Stevens Arch without red rock behind it, so you can actually tell it's an arch. About this time tomorrow, hopefully I will be underneath it having lunch. Today, I'm actually going to make a long loop up Coyote Gulch Canyon. Beautiful desert varnish. First look down into the inner canyon. I'm following the bottom, and it's gorgeous. Nice fall leaves. But first I need to get the sand out of my shoes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Got half the sand dune in there. Alright, camp is set up. Time to go up the gulch with just the small pack and return here later tonight. Been kind of a late start, so got the flashlight packed in case I don't make it back before dark. First spring up the canyon. Alright, I've made it to the waterfall. Okay, we are climbing out of the canyon to investigate I spotted some petroglyphs high up on the wall. That's where we're going. It's quite the climb though. I'm up against the wall where I saw those petroglyphs, and there's plenty of signs of previous cultures being here. Check out this rock with scrape marks. Anasazis probably used this to sharpen their tools. And over here is an ancient fire pit where people have gathered all the corn cobs, gourds, some bones, some little pieces of pottery. Gonna put them all in this area. Gonna leave them all right here. There's also some more carvings over on some of these other rocks. And quite the view as well. Okay, we have to be quiet. I came across a herd of deer. Okay, they were just way too fast for me. They're gone. There they are. Later, dear. Ah, finally, we are to Coyote Bridge. Alright, we have a little bit of a narrows here. Whoa! Some slick rock. Oh boy, let's see how deep this is. No swimming for Jamal. Oh, it's deeper than I'd like to do right now. Oh, okay. That's yeah. Okay, what are we gonna do here? Finally reached my destination. Lobo Arch. Wow. I'm in the undercut right south of the arch. It is an amazing place. Probably the biggest undercut I've ever seen. Finally made it back to base camp. About three hours through the dark. Long hike. Tired and hungry. Gonna give me some food. Day 3. Starting to feel the effects of being in the wilderness. The body is sore. I'm sure it has a lot to do with the long hike yesterday. Saw the first humans in the last 2 days this morning. Have a group set up camp just upriver. Strange group. One guy with 7 girls. And so, I don't know what's up with that, but very curious. And I think that's it. Today I'm off down to the Escalante River and up Stevens Canyon, and hopefully maybe down to Rose Canyon or Cow Canyon. Looking down on the camp area as I climb high above to get to Stevens Arch, which will require me to follow this ledge all the way around. And the arch is out there. Alright, it's noon, and after an hour of climbing, I am on the ridge exactly opposite from Stevens Arch. Stevens Arch is the 5th largest span in the canyon country, and illegal stunt pilots used to fly their planes through the middle of it. So the rumor goes. After looking at it for 2 days, I'm finally here. The Escalante River. Flow looks pretty high, so should make river crossing quite the adventure. Camped out in the middle of the Escalante River here, sizing up my options as I get ready to go into Stevens Canyon. See the backside of the arch up there. As expected, the river's crossings were quite difficult. It's up to my waist in a few places, and current was pretty strong. I've been defeated by the lower end of Stevens Canyon. Cannot get by this obstacle with my gear. I jumped in and it got up to chest deep, and without my pack I made it over to that point. We could neither crawl under the rock nor climb over it. And that section over there is probably over my head. It looked like it was getting up to my shoulders and just kept getting deeper, so I turned back. There's a way to climb above all this, but I got halfway up and didn't feel confident doing it solo. So I guess I will turn around for now, back out of Stevens Canyon, and see if I can find another canyon downstream to explore. Nothing better than shrooms in the wilderness. Look at all those. Day 3 is winding down. I got close enough to sea camp, but couldn't get to it because I had to climb over this slick rock face, which couldn't do because my feet were wet and sandy and I was tired. So instead I've scouted back around and hopefully found a better way. This hill behind me is pretty steep as well, but I think I can climb it. And the good thing here is if I fall, I don't go over a huge cliff. I just go into some bushes. So anyway, that's the upside. So tune in later, hopefully. Alright, I made it back. I chickened out climbing that hill and went all the way back and around and went over the short steep section that was right by camp. Got halfway up the other hill and it was just way too scary. So I backed out, thought if I was going to fall, I might as well fall where there's people. So that's the scoop for now. All is good. See you on day 4. Day 4 is here. I'm starting to lose my voice. I don't know why, I haven't been doing much talking.
But I'm packing up camp, getting ready to head up what I know is a long hike up the sand dune with the full pack. It's a little bit colder today, colder than it has been. I think I'm getting out of here just in time because winter is coming. Other than that, I think I'm going to pass up. I was going to go explore Bishop's Canyon for a while, see if I could find any new slots, but it's a ways out of the way, so I think I'm going to forego that. And if all goes well, maybe take a side trip over to Zebra Canyon after I get back to the Jeep.
I'm about halfway up the sand hill from hell. It's slow going, it's rough. So much easier coming down. Seems like for every 2 feet I go up, I slide a foot back. But I don't know. You can see how far I've already come. You can't even see the bottom of the canyon anymore. Our good old friend Lobo Arch is back there. Alright, that's it for now. I'm back up a crack in the wall finally after that long hike up that sand dune, and now I'm confronted with that problem that I delayed like 3 days ago, and that is how to get the backpack up through the crack to the top of the rim. Let's take a look at what we got going on here. Got my pack over there for now. I need to get it up through this narrowest section, which is not very wide. I'm squeezing through the way it is right now. Alright, the pack is up. At least the steepest part. I emptied as much as I could out of it and then pulled it up with a rope. Final section of the crack in the wall. The exit, I'm gonna have to do it in a couple trips to get the big backpack up. I'll start with the small one. And I'll come back for the big backpack and you. Back up into open desert. Now all I have to do is find my way to my car, which is over on the top of the hill, way over there, about 2 miles away. Before I do that though, I'm going to reward myself with a staple of every backpacker. Have it here somewhere, I know I do. Yep, the gummy worm. This is what nature's all about. Oh, I'm about halfway back. I can actually see the Jeep up on the ridge now. Yay, all done. Made it back to the Jeep in one piece. Now as long as I can get out of here before the rain comes, all will be good. Alright, you're watching Jamal's Escalante Adventure bonus coverage. I've got a little more time, so I'm going to try to run out to Zebra Slot Canyon real fast. It's just a few miles away, so I think I can head out there and get back before it gets dark. So, wish me luck. Well, I'm almost to the mouth of the canyon that I'm trying to get to. The scenery is just gorgeous. It reminds me of Coyote Buttes. I have to come back here when the sun is out. That's where I'm headed off in the distance. It's the first canyon across the canyon, right over there. Alright, I've made it to the entrance to the slot, part of Zebra Canyon. And unfortunately there seems to be some water here, so I'm not going to be able to make it through dry. I just hope it's not too deep, because I'm not ready to go for a swim. Alright, time to get wet. Here we go. Oh, that's cold. Oh. Please don't get deeper than a few inches. Ooh, nice mud too. it's numbingly cold. Oh boy. Oh. Okay, this one's gonna take a little bit of work. Yep. I chickened out. Couldn't do it. Damn you, Zebra Canyon. Too cold. Within the first 5 feet, the water was up to my waist, and it is just too cold to do on a cloudy November day. So I'll have to save it for sometime in summer. It's a shame. It was a long ways out here, and I found it, but can't do it today. Most amazing thing, the sun just popped out about 10 minutes before setting behind the mountains, and it just lit everything up in this nice golden color. Alright, that's it. Signing off. Time to hike the 2 miles back to the road, get the Jeep, and get out of here.